involved. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
And I know this is going to be kind of like a dumb question, but in your words, what duties, what responsibilities does an amicus attorney have? What should they be doing?
So if we kind of look at and this is again my opinion, I'm not an attorney,
Yeah.
but knowing what I know about what an amicus is sworn oath to do in Texas family law is number one is they're supposed to represent the best interests of the children, and they are charged with that from a perspective of impartiality. So it can't be personal. Should never be linked to financial ties. And those best interests really are about parental fitness, emotional stability and well-being, obviously a stable home environment, one's ability to care for the child, and then they're supposed to remain neutral and represent and present what is in their mind the best for the child. And in this case, and I guess at its foundation, I would assume they're supposed to know the children, know their birthdays, know their interests, know their desires. They're supposed to conduct home visits at its foundation so they could speak from a personal reflection. And my amicus has not done any of those things.
No. And I also would think that if you're more concerned about one parent versus the other, you would take more time to investigate that parent, not check in at all with that parent, not make a home visit, not see that parent with their children.
Their true intentions were to help the child. Then
Exactly. You would think they would want to see it with their own eyes, what that parent is like with their child. Instead, they were more focused on which parent is able to pay more, who's giving them their paycheck. That's what we have here.
I mean, we have, in my case, the amicus has never paid a single visit to my previous home or our home together, not once.
But she did for mom.
One time.
So if you do for mom, that to me seems like she's more concerned about mom, if you're checking that out.
Well, she was initially, right?
She was.
So there, I mean, there's something, again, amidst in this case when especially if you put the focus on the amicus, because I feel like as much as we want to say that the 418th in its past history shows a pattern of corruption and impartiality and just rulings that go against facts and go against what one would assume would be the best interest of the children. So then if you take that same perspective and you look at it through the lens of our case, it's a match. So then it's, well, if it's not about the kids, what's it about? And
I can tell you what it's about, because verbatim from our amicus, she said, you are going to have to pay to play. Verbatim. That's what she said to us. Pay to play.
Yeah. If
So
you
it's
want,
all
if
about
you want your
her
kids
pocketbook.
back, if you want your kids back,
pay to
I
play.
can believe it, but like
She said that.
she told me in May of 2024 that if I wanted my kids, I was going to have to pay to play.
Mm-hmm. And his family told him the same thing. She told him all the same thing.
It's going to cost Carl a lot of money.
What does that mean? Pay who?
That's a good question.
Her, I guess.
so. And I'm not a mother, so all I can do is replace understanding with sympathy. But as a parent, does that make you scared about your child's future and your relationship with your child?
It does, and I, from my point of view, and this is coming through conversation with the kid, my daughter's current therapist and my son's previous therapist, who was originally the court-ordered therapist, Teresa Burbank, and it's the alienating behavior, right? So the gatekeeping by mom. You know, there was a video that I watched not too long ago that kind of really hit the nail on the head, and it was like, you know, if you want to see the difference between a good parent and a bad parent, it comes down to the best interest of the children, right? So mom knows the truth. Mom knows that where we're at right now. I don't know if I could say her name, Rachel. Rachel knows. She knows.